Welcome back to Everything Whiskey. I'm Callum.
I'm Sam.
Today we're going to be looking at the 1792 Foolproof.
Alrighty, so honestly, I didn't know we were getting this. He just ordered it. We did the small batch.
The small batch
a while ago. It was okay. It was nothing like.
I forgot we even reviewed it, so it couldn't have been that.
It was okay. Honestly, my biggest complaint was that the cork is not like made of metal. I don't know, that bothers me. It's such a cool like bottle design. It just would be nice if it was like a hefty hunk of metal, but that would cost so much. So we'll let them off on that one. Whiskey wise, it's it's a Kentucky bourbon. It's from Barton distillery, which is owned by Sazerac, who also owns Buffalo Trace. So big, long, lineage. Lots of people involved in this one. Big companies. The foolproof, so it's 62.5%.
So it's up there. That's like stag level.
It's the highest we've done in a while since Booker's, which was 65.
So it's getting to that region anyway.
I think it was 65.
Yeah.
But yeah, so glad to be doing a barrel proof one again, because I mean we've been drinking a lot of bourbons, but our favorites are like cask strengths. So it's good to finally get around to another one that we're genuinely excited about, not just like a budget one. Mash bill wise, it's 74% corn, 18 rye, and 4% malted barley. Age between 7 to 8 years old. Obviously, it's gonna be virgin oak
7
because
and 8.
it's
That's pretty old.
Yeah, it's decent. We'll get into the notes.
I can't smell any ethanol or alcohol kick at all. Like normally a bourbon this proof, there's a little bit of kick.
It's honestly, I feel like when you warm it up a bit, because when we first tried this yesterday, I didn't get a whole lot from the nose.
No.
Like it was
neither
weird. It was kind of just like...
It was very soft and rounded.
It was just kind of like muted. It was like there was a film over it or something.
And it's still like that.
Yeah, you're getting a bit of that like alcohol like burn when you really like stick your nose in it. But like flavor wise, like note wise, there's not like a ton coming from it.
It's very sweet.
Yeah, nice like, I don't know, dark kind of...
Just corn sweetness.
Yeah, it's a nice dark sweetness. It's like more of the Balcones-y corn, like a dark caramelized corn. Not that kind of rubbery, waxy note we get, but just like a deep dark kind of burnt sweetness, like a molasses.
Yeah.
Almost getting like kind of figs with like...
Yeah, fig or prunes.
Yeah,
some
like
dark,
really
sticky
dark,
fruit.
sticky fruit. Now it's coming out a lot more.
Now that you've said that, sultanas just jumped out.
Yeah, for me it's figs is like coming out of this, and like a little bit of that leather note. Nice brown sugar.
That was really opening up.
It's opening up, but it does take a bit. It's still not like... I don't know.
What you'd expect for a 63%.
Nose-wise, it's not like a punch in the face of like notes.
No.
Like sometimes you get ones in the nose, like, what was the one we did the other day where I just want to live in the nose? It's like leather.
Was it bad that I can't
the
remember?
Old Forester.
Yeah,
the Statesman. Like the nose was insanely good on that. This is fine, but it's just a bit muted. I don't know how to describe it.
Now that it's been sitting in the glass, it's really fruity. Sweet, fruity, bit of corn. I want to taste this.
Oh, God, that kicks your ass. It's so good.
I was just about to say, not as much kick as I would expect. Last night, there was basically no kick. I don't know what was happening.
I don't know what was happening last night.
But I'm still not getting as kicked as much as like a Noah's Hill. Noah's Mill.
Noah's Hill. I know what you mean. For a 62%er, it's kind of like, it's quite rounded and sweet.
It's like buttery.
Maybe it's because it's not like that insane like barrel bitterness behind it. You know, like with Stag, it's like 60 something percent.
Yeah.
And the barrel bitterness, it's just like the alcohol hits your mouth and then the barrel bitterness just like sucks the moisture out of your mouth. It's just like...
It almost evaporates in your
literally,
mouth.
So with this, like there's a nice amount of sweetness and fruit and stuff to kind of maybe counteract the alcohol burn, but it's so intensely flavored. Like that's what I love about when you go up to high proof. Like it's the flavors there, the same flavors, but they're just like cranked up to like a masochistic level.
It's like just vanilla essence almost.
Yeah, like everything is just like a, what's the word? Like a, I don't know, it's like all the same flavors, but they're like cranked up so much that they're kind of like an essence version, like
condensed.
You know, when you get like a I don't know, like essential oils or something. It's like one tiny droplet is like just filled with like packed full of
just
flavor.
really
it's like,
intense.
it's like they've just cranked up the kind of intensity of everything. So much cherry.
There is, yeah.
Like that fake cherry, like lolly kind of cherry. That marzipan. It's nice. Like almonds.
That raisin note kind of disappears on the palate.
The sweetness is more just kind of like deep burnt sugar.
Yep.
Like it's a nice dark caramelization. There's fruit, but it's not that like sickly sweet kind of like fig kind of sultana note.
Like a sherry in a scotch.
Yeah. It smelled like it was going that way, but it's just deep and dark.
It's more classic bourbon on the palate.
Yeah, it definitely is.
There's actually a lot of vanilla.
There's a lot of vanilla, and there's a nice like bitterness and like kind of the finish is a little like green maybe.
Yeah.
Like it's a little bit
tree sappy.
a little bit sappy, but not in like a really bad way. Like you get with some craft whiskeys, it's like I don't know how to describe it. Just kind of tastes like bark.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like it's just got a deep,
but it's not offensive.
woody taste to it. Yeah, it's nice.
One thing is that it's extremely hard to find. You can only find it on
Ask.
Nick's.
Yeah.
And I think it was on for about 3
It's
or 4
already
days
sold out.
before it sold out.
Yeah.
And it was $200.
It was 200,
Yeah. Well, 199.
but I didn't buy it.
Bastard.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like for us, that's worth it.
And then it gets sent and half the bloody label gets rubbed off.
Yeah, he's pedantic about that kind of stuff.
Well, $200. You expect the label not to come off.
Yeah, that's true. Look, for us, like it is worth it because it's like ticks all the boxes for what we look for. So that price is not like, it's fine. We're happy with that. If like it's your first time delving into cask strength, then probably not the best idea. It's probably better to go a direction that's much more readily available and much more affordable. Some places, Booker's is very reasonable in America.
Or even work up to cask.
Yeah,
like bottled in bond.
Yeah, go for something.
50.5.
Yeah, like what is it? Like it's really common in America. I forget. It's like one of their budget brands, but they have a bottled in bond version of it.
Evan Williams?
Yeah, something like that. It might be Evan Williams, but and that's cheap. But yeah, just move up slowly and see if you like it because it does kick you around. Like it's definitely not like tame. It's like when you go from Speyside Lowlands to Isla for the first time. It's like it's a big difference. But no, I friggin' love this. This is great. We need to chill out and not finish it because we can't.
But I mean, then
replace
again,
it.
last night I said as soon as I see it on Nick's, I'll get it again.
Yeah,
it's that nice. I enjoy it that much.
Yeah,
so
it is good.
If that's anything to go by.
Yeah, if you're really into high proof bourbons, this is definitely one to pick up. As granted, like the pricing and availability is reasonable because like it's kind of like what we said with the whole Blanton's thing. Like there are some brands, and this being owned by Sazerac, which owns Buffalo Trace, that it will be some of that weird like aftermarket price gouging.
Yeah.
Don't fall for that. Nothing is worth that kind of stress and extra money. Just buy it if you see it. It definitely is worth it for us. But yeah, apart from that, I reckon it's kick ass.
Yeah,
I want to try more from 1792. This one's definitely
all expensive
impressed me.
though, aren't they? Even the small batch is like $110 or something.
I much prefer this.
Oh yeah.
The small batch was okay.
I mean, I don't even really remember it.
It was just.
I don't even know what the bottle is.
The
bottle's not even here.
Yeah. The whiskey was okay. It was fine.
Yeah.
It was just a pretty typical high-ish rye bourbon. Like it was nothing special. This, I mean, that's the thing. When you go up into like cask strength range, I feel like it saves so many bourbons that would otherwise be kind of mediocre. Yeah. Like it just cranks everything up. So if it's like a bit of a bland bourbon, you go cask strength version of it, it can still kick ass. So I reckon
it's only bland because they add the water in to make it the 40% or whatever it is.
Yeah, maybe that's
because the core whiskey.
That's why like when we get ones in the 40-45 zone that are really, really good,
you can only imagine.
I just want the cask strength version, but they're always ones that don't have cask strength, or they're like insanely hard to find and expensive. Yeah, is always the case with those. But yeah, if you like this episode of Everything Whiskey, leave us a like. If you see future episodes of us, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button. If you do, we'll see you next one.
Cheers.